Up next, the Lakers taking on the Bulls. For the Lakers, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Bulls, Lakers, only here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at Chicago. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all.
And, for the Bulls, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Vucevic. White is out there with MP. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Buzelis in at the power forward position. And for Los Angeles, outside the wings are Reeves and James. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. And throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, you got to tag Doncic in these corner spots now, or you're going to get punished from there.
For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The storyline tonight, the MVP race. It involves both MP and Luka. MP told me during shoot-around his first focus was on the team tonight, getting that win. He says that's what will send the message to the voters. It won't be easy to do. Kevin?
Not easy at all. Never easy outplaying Luka Doncic, DA. Here's Reeves, following the basket by MP. Takes a three. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Now the Bulls with it, and this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you three, the revenge triple.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
MP, no good. That's downing for Chicago. They won that game against the Kings in Sacramento. The 11-footer off the left rim and out. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Taken away by Hayes. And it's the Lakers on the break. James in the post. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Vanderbilt, the three for Doncic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 9 points.
So far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. He's checked in for Vanderbilt. Zach Collins checked in for Chicago. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Denver. Here's MP, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 7.
The game comes so easily to MP. He plays well beyond his years on offense.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Collins grabs the miss. And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about
Bulls trail by 5. Connect out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Austin Reed. Then it's Conley. And it's Morris in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Kings was all business. He dropped in 38 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure.
A special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Conley, the pass to Reeves. Conley with the screen on White. Here's Reeves. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
You know, Reeves doesn't overload on the mid-range shots, but he's smart enough to take them when they're available.
MP outside. Pass to Vucevic. From deep. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Vucevic. Buzelis has got his first 3 points of the game. And Los Angeles guys shooting 47%, pretty solid. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Morris dishes to Conley. It's hauled in by MP. Chicago's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. A miss that time would have put him up. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Morris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Vucevic finds MP. Beyond the arc. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Here's Conley. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. The Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's MP. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Lakers in the lead. Conley scanning the floor. Pass to connect. Lakers working the ball around now. Morris lays it up off the glass. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
A 3 from MP. Another miss by MP.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
White against Reeves. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's MP. rebound by the Lakers.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean,
so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They've been fearless tonight. That kind of attitude becomes contagious. I mean, look how many times they've gotten to the stripe.
Okay, now let's see what's going on around the league in terms of injuries.
The Suns aren't at full power right now.
And that concludes halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. MP really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
and you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got MP. Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic. And it's White. And at the shooting guard. The 3 for Doncic. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's MP. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's James. He's got 12. There's the 3. That shot off.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. MP, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Strong inside. What a move by James.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The 3 from MP. Trains the three-pointer. MP's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Doncic very comfortable down low.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
The 3 from MP. Rebounded by the Lakers. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Outside, James. Doncic outside from the arc. The triple! Doncic!
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
To the middle. Here's MP. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The rebound by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For the 3. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from MP. You know, Greg, there was a bit of a rough patch with this team's chemistry not too long ago. That seems to have been put behind them now.
And I think MP stepped up and helped smooth the transition, right? That he empathized with where the fracture was coming from and made sure the team stayed on the same page.
The Bulls shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. James is out there with Connect. Then it's Conley. Then it's Vincent. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Conley kicks to Vanderbilt. Conley against MP. Vanderbilt, a screen on MP. Conley's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
James looking it over. Driving the lane. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
And here's MP for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 31.
Boy, the points really accumulating from three-point range. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he seems to only be getting better.
Down low. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Vanderbilt.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And finished off by LeBron.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And they double up James. Pass to Connect. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. The tray and out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hayes is checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Bruce Ellis is checked in.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. And Los Angeles with some changes. Austin Reeves is checked in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Mike Conley. Chicago leading. It's White on the wing. Back to MP. MP strong inside.
All this kid cares about is winning. Big bucket from MP.
LeBron outside. Drives to the hoop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
MP outside. 3-pointer. MP drills the 3.
Gotta contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Lakers trail by 8. Doncic outside. Shoots the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. MP passes to White. The 3 from MP. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. LeBron outside. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he makes that one.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the Lakers call time here. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Here's James. Can't get it to fall. Chicago leading by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bulls.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the inside, here's MP. Count that one. MP's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 49 points in the game.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's MP. That one off the back iron and out.
LeBron James for two. Austin Reeves with a dive.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent.
Great win tonight, MP.
Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been right.
In sports and in most lines of work, the deck is stacked against the new guy. The way MP has showed up and showed out like he has makes him the clear MVP favorite.
MP, you my dog and all, look, but you can't let people talk crazy about you like that. You gotta stand up for yourself. Come on, my dog.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. A moment here to see the numbers for Nikola Jokic.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Nikola Vucevic, Kobe White out there with MP. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Coming into tonight, both teams are absolutely on fire, Stan.
Well, Brian, we heard someone say it earlier. It's like an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. One thing is for sure, there's a lot of confidence on both sides. This should be fun.
For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
Tonight, MP goes up against Nikola Jokic, who's won multiple MVPs, and he's gunning for another. I asked MP, how can you stand out as the more valuable player to your team? MP said, win the game. Joker's going to be Joker. He's going to do what he does, but at the end of the day, it's all about that dub.
Yeah, hard to argue with that logic. Thanks, Allie. And the basket by MP.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. Fires from deep. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Brown passes to Murray. Now Jokic. Pass to Porter from downtown. It's hauled in by White. The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. From deep, MP. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the 3 in that situation.
To the inside. Here's Porter. And that one drops for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Buzelis. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
Great timing by Jokic allows him to block that shot.
Again, Porter missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
MP, that one's good.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Jokic with a screen on MP. Murray passes to Jokic. Porter with it. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And Denver making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Murray from outside. And another miss by Denver.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Michael Malone's late father, Brendan, an assistant under you in Orlando, Stan. What a fantastic coaching family, the Malones.
Certainly is. Michael's one of the best in the game, and his father, Brendan, was a mentor not only to Michael, but to many of us in coaching. And he embodied the saying that he had forgotten more basketball than most of us would ever know. Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total. Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
The three-pointer off the mark. And so Porter will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 4. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was outstanding. He picked up 49 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of this game.
Shooting for Chicago. MP.
That free throw misses.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Jones, he's checked in for White. He hits the second from the line. The Nuggets trail. Westbrook taking his time here. Trying to get that one to fall. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Bulls. They lead by... For Denver, Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Brown comes in for Watson. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Strother. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Vucevic. Horton Tucker comes in for Williams. Kobe White, he's checked in for Herter. And MP subbed in for Jones. On the court for Chicago, they've got MP. Talen Horton Tucker is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Collins in at the center, locking down the middle. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it, and you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Watson, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And a change for the Bulls. Smith's checked in. Westbrook outside. Pass to Brown. A minute 42 left in the first half. Takes the 3. And another miss by Denver. Bulls trail by 6. To halt the run. Oh, MP showing the big range.
Nice form on that jumper. MP with some solid fundamentals for a player just starting his career.
Here's Brown. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here. A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. And it's Porter Jr. in for Westbrook. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. The 3 ball. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, there's no lack of confidence from Jokic behind the arc. He's dangerous from anywhere.
MP gets it to go through contact.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
The Nuggets lead by 4. And here's Murray. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Porter gets the bucket.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
To the paint. Here's MP. MP getting it done inside.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
With the step back, here's Murray. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
Number 13. From deep, MP. Rebound by the Nuggets. Murray finds some space. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Denver Nuggets.
Their bench has impressed.
And that is going to do it for us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Well, that just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is. When he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
2 points. That one goes.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Murray from outside. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Nuggets really believe in Jamal Murray. Coach Michael Malone said, "What I want from Jamal is to be himself. If he does that, all the other stuff will take care of itself. But I want him to challenge himself to be a leader and to do the things every day that got him to this point."
Well, Murray will always put in the work. We know that. Good stuff, Allie. And Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double-team him, he's going to create wide-open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single-covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Williams is checked in for Chicago. Jones comes in for White. And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Well, Murray engineering that bucket with terrific ball movement.
Jones finds MP. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brown. And the 3 off target. Bulls trail by 10. MP scanning the floor from behind the arc. And it's Denver with a rebound. Murray's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, it seems like Porter Jr. could do even more of this, attacking right at the rim.
And here's MP from outside. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
And it just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
And here's Gordon from the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's MP from outside. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 33.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Porter. Goes up on the baseline. Here's Jokic. And stolen by Williams. Here's the break. Jones with the ball. Checked by Murray. And here's MP from outside. Bulls keep it alive. Launches it. Jokic grabs the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Brown. Misses off the right iron. And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. 6-point game. And here's MP from outside. Knocks down the long J. MP's got 15 points in just the second half. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For the tie. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic just got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. From deep, MP. Gordon pulls it in. The Nuggets lead by 5. Inside. Lets it go. Here's Jokic. Gets another look. Chicago with a rebound. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Tipped! And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's Denver. And let's listen to head coach Michael Malone.
Stops and run. Stops and run.
Look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. And it's Porter Jr. in for Russell Westbrook. And the Bulls also making a change. MP's checked in for Jones. On the court for Chicago. Buzelis out there with Zach Collins. Then it's MP. Then there's Kevin Huerter. And it's White in at the 2. Bulls trail by 15. From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And they double up Murray. Over MP. Pass to Brown. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Huerter.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Chicago with the 3s.
And he's really made his mark with the 3-pointer today. That's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in hurt.
Jokic's shot is good.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Murray, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
From deep, MP. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Collins against Murray. And that one's good. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Nuggets.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
You know, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And what a huge performance it was for Jamal Murray.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others. Just beautiful basketball.
It's hauled in by Huerter. And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a four-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard. This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. Saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.